here we are at Nakuwadde, at our hatchery plant. The last episode we saw the incubator. The eggs set in that incubator stays there for 18 days. Now after 18 days, we candle these eggs. Somebody will have to ask, what do I mean by candling? Candling, this is how we cross-check the fertilized eggs and non-fertilized eggs. But this process is done at 18 days. And the one you see that light is passing through, we take that as unfertilized eggs, which we normally call them as clear. Zezo keke zemuli ezebitano. They come here, collect unfertilized eggs, we give them, and they can make these eggs. Now, from there, those which we feel that they are fertilized, where there's no light passing through these eggs, this is where we bring them here. Here, what you are seeing here, this is the hatchery section. We remove the other eggs and put them here. And each tray contains for only one person, as you see it here. We don't mix. This tray should not be mixed. If the eggs here are for Brian, only Brian's eggs are the eggs which are supposed to be put in this tray. Even if they are 2, even if they are 80, each tray contains for one person. What do we avoid? Interchanging of eggs. Because the biggest challenge we have with our competitors or with our fellow people in the industry, people have been complaining. They take these eggs, somebody takes eggs of broilers and being given the chicks of local. Someone takes the eggs of local, is being given the eggs of broilers. So here we don't do that. Each tray you see, this one, it contains for single person or one mark. The reason why I call it a mark, because there are very many trays as you see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Each tray, it accommodates over 200 eggs each. Now you can see here only this tray here, or this crate here, it contains over 80,000. So this one can hatch over 12,000 chicks, as you see here. This is different, and also it is 1-1. What you see, this is what we call the hatchery, where the fertilized eggs are brought to hatch. Dear viewers, we promised you to give you what you need to get, because our main mandate here is to train you and show you the proper knowledge and information and skill. It's like a house, but everything you see here, it is not very new. Here is only for hatching, and the eggs here takes only 3 days. The 19th date, the 20th date, and the 21st, those are 3 days. Because each egg to hatch, it takes 21 days. We remove them from the incubator after 18 days. And after 18 days, we bring them here to hatch. Bana abatulaba mbajjukiza kaliko episode ke twasoose okulaba. I don't want to leave somebody behind, because he always complain it's oluzungu lungi. To be honest, this channel, it is comprised of very many people across the world, whoever is viewing. So at times I remain forgetting nti mulimu n'abannayuganda, but the majority are abroad. Within here batono who follow this channel banoonya bya busiru, kulaba bali bwereere, kulaba bali mu karaoke, but this channel, it is for genuine people who are decent, who are disciplined, with integrity, just to share what we are doing. Our viewers, eri amagi gamalayo ennaku 18, and from there you are going to see where we candle, and you know what do I mean by candling. After 18 days there, we come, we start candling. Mbagamba, candling is the checking of these fertilized eggs, or every egg, to identify which was fertilized and which was not fertilized. And that one which was not fertilized, we don't bring them here. Ekyo nkiddamu, agataafuna mpanga eri after 18 days, eno tetugateekayo. Those are what we call the clear eggs, infertile. So when you bring these eggs here, we set them after 18 days. We kind of from there to cross-check which were fertilized and which are not fertilized. We remove those ones which are infertile, and we remain those ones which are fertilized. Now, if you see that light passes through that egg, that's infertile. Liba teryafuna mpanga. We don't bring it here. But if light doesn't pass through, lisobola obutayitamu when it is spoiled. That one which is spoiled, we cannot identify it. Because what we need is you to be doing business, honestly, a profitable business. Because it does not make sense. Let me remind you. If you are viewing or watching this channel, twagalayo ekintu kimu from you who is viewing. We need transport to visit your farm. Nze goba tugulidde emmere oba tutugulidde, we shall have provided or played our role, because we are not the one who are asking you to look for living agriculture. But you picked interest to see that living agriculture, it is the only channel in Uganda here or in this world which shares what you need to see and what you need to hear. Some people are fake. They normally fake photographs, they normally fake farms, and once you tell them that, can we come and visit your farm, they charge you. We need 200,000. We need 100,000. But for us, we don't do that. Because what we are doing, once we promote what we are doing, honestly, 1, we shall be fighting poverty. 2, we shall reduce unemployment. 3, even domestic violence at homes due to poverty shall be reduced. So, our viewers, those who are in Israel, our sister in Israel, thank you for the contribution you sent. Mr. Ronald Ntege and Madam Sonia Walusimbi, we love you so much. Namata Gertrude in Saudi, Sauda Ali, Farouk in Sweden, then sister who is in Somalia, our brother from Ghana and Nigeria who are in UK and Canada. Please, we really appreciate and thank you for viewing and sharing. But what we promise you, don't think that even if you are in Nigeria there, we cannot come. We shall reach everywhere you feel that you need us to come. If it comes coming to Nigeria, we shall come. If it means going to Ghana. So, Joseph have been asking me, when are we going to Ghana? Honestly, we are waiting for you to organize the money. Then we go to Ghana and start training there. Now, what you see here, this is the thermometer. This thermometer here, it is what gauges the temperature which is inside here. And If at all the temperature is very high, it will have automatic switch which switches it off. And in here we have the heater. It is inside here, because some people always ask, where is the heater? It is inside. And what does it do? Because what we normally do is to see that everything we are doing, it is done. Sorry. Now, these are the heaters as you see them. These are the heaters which provides heat here. And that temperature, that thermometer there, if there is too much heat here, what it does, it switches it off to reduce the temperature. Now this one here, this is the fan for distributing heat or temperature across the room here. And now this one, what you see here, it is in terms of a refrigerator to provide moisture such that our eggs are not burnt. It splits. The fan turns away. And if it rotates, it will reduce distributing the moisture here to the eggs and even heat to the eggs. This is living agriculture. Because some people, what you see, these ones here, it is for distributing moisture to the eggs instead of putting water. Some people put water here down. It is okay, you can put for the local ones. But what you see, these are the heaters for providing heat to these eggs to hatch. And this is the fan for distributing heat and moisture in our eggs. What I could do, or I could need to hear, how can we access it? I always remind you, and let me remind you, that now, once we hatch, or once we candle these eggs, we bring them here. This is our hatchery, because we bring the eggs here and wait for more 3 days to hatch. So, if you are viewing living agriculture, what I normally do is to see that we share the knowledge and the experience in terms of how to hatch these eggs. Normally, the eggs from the incubator there, after candling behind there, are brought here for hatching. Thank you for viewing, and thank you for liking